Hello and welcome. This is AW English Top of the Week, where we delve into Ethiopia's top 5 trendy news of last week. First up, Premier says Startup Ethiopia aims to nurture youth entrepreneurship and innovation. Startup Ethiopia aims to cultivate an environment conducive to youth entrepreneurship and fostering innovative problem-solving businesses, Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed said. Recognizing the youth as the nation's engine brimming with innovative ideas, policy support for the ecosystem is vital to translate these ideas into reality, Prime Minister Abiy underscored. Despite current challenges, numerous initiatives over the past 5 years have been actively addressing the hurdles, paving the way for abundant opportunities, the PM added. Moving on, second-generation diasporas continue arrival under the Phase 2 of Back to Your Origins. The Back to Your Origins initiative's second phase has begun, and it welcomes numbers of second-generation Ethiopian diaspora to reconnect with their ancestral homeland. They were warmly received by senior government officials, including the Minister of Tourism, Ambassador Nesseech Ali, upon the arrival at the Addis Ababa Bole International Airport. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed invited the second generation of the Ethiopian diaspora to revisit their roots, immerse themselves in their rich history and culture, and actively participate in the nation's dynamic development endeavors while inaugurating the Chabera Elephant Pau Lodge in December 2023. The first phase of the Back to Your Origin initiative, conducted under the theme of Connect to Your Culture, has garnered significant interest, with over 74,000 second-generation Ethiopian diaspora members responding positively. The ongoing second phase under the theme Connect to Your History is unfolding, and numerous second-generation Ethiopians are coming to Ethiopia to celebrate the forthcoming holiday and revel in their ancestral land. The Tourism Minister, Ambassador Nesseech Ali, emphasized that a range of events would be arranged for the second-generation Ethiopians arriving in the country during the current phase until the end of this month, ensuring they have a fulfilling experience in their nation of origin. The upcoming third round of homecoming is scheduled from the onset of the Ethiopian rainy season until September 30, 2024. During this period, the second-generation diaspora returning to their homeland will partake in the national annual tree planting event. Ethiopian Airlines and hotels in all parts of the country have arranged special discounts for the second diaspora community who come home as per the schedule announced. House endorses Personal Data Protection Bill. Another trendy news of last week was that House endorses Personal Data Protection Bill. The House of People's Representatives of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia ratified the Personal Data Protection Proclamation, making a significant step towards enhancing personal data protection in Ethiopia. The bill was submitted by the Council of Ministers on October 27, 2023. This step is seen as a significant stride in Ethiopia's digital transformation, indicating the country's commitment to fostering an inclusive and secure digital economy. The proclamation establishes a supervisory body for personal data protection and regulates the violation of personal data rights in the collection and processing of data. It also provides efficient remedies for personal data breaches while mitigating risk linked to data processing. The legislation was necessary to control the violation of personal data rights during the collection and processing of data. Until now, the absence of legislation outlining personal data rights in Ethiopia and the lack of dedicated supervisory institution for personal data protection led to the absence of a robust personal data protection system. After an extensive discussion, the House approved the bill as Proclamation number 1321/2016 with one objection and a majority vote. In related news, HPR approves Residential Rent and Administration Decree. The House of People's Representatives, HPR, has approved a residential rent and an administration decree. During the briefing, Chief Government Whip Tesfaye Bolgige explained the bill's timelines and how it would benefit citizens. The decree aims to minimize the pressure on citizens by preventing unreasonable rent increases and legalizing renting procedures. The Chief Government Whip pointed out that the increase in residential house rent is among the cause of inflation and emphasized the importance of a decree and procedure to control the problem. He stated that the Residential Rent and Administration Decree has many benefits to ease the pressure, including the establishment of regulatory body that will control the execution of contracts between the owners of rental houses and the tenants. Last but not least, Ethiopia signs $1.72 billion financing agreements with the World Bank. Ethiopia's Ministry of Finance and the World Bank have signed 6 financing agreements totaling $1.72 billion to implement 6 projects aimed at promoting sustainable development in the country. The Rural Connectivity to Support Food Security program will receive a grant of $300 million, while the Power Sector Reform Investment and Modernization in Ethiopia Project Prime will receive an investment of $522.63 million. Other initiatives include the second additional financing for the Urban Productive Safety Net and Jobs Project, which will receive $82.5 million grant to improve the incomes of the urban poor and promote labor market inclusion for disadvantaged urban youth. The Phase 2 of Lowlands Livelihood Resilience Project will receive a credit of $300 million to enhance livelihoods and climate resilience for pastoral and agro-pastoral communities in Ethiopia's lowlands. Lastly, the second Urban Water Supply and Sanitation Project will receive a $275 million grant to improve water supply and sanitation services in Addis Ababa and selected secondary cities. The agreements were signed by Ahmed Shide, Minister of Finance, and Osman Dion, Country Director for Ethiopia, Eritrea, Sudan, and South Sudan at the World Bank. That does it for today. Thank you for tuning in. See you next week.